Hi, and welcome to this week's detailed asynchronous session. Week 1 overview here deals with chapters 1 and 2. Read the chapters. I have some recorded lectures you can take a look at. Admittedly, they're a little old, and they refer to things that we're not doing in class anymore, so take any of the instructions or assignments in those recorded lectures with a grain of salt. Anything that I want you to do will be clearly demarked in the course module and in these details, and not in any specific recorded session, except the one on top here where I'm going to tell you to do things. So this week again, focus on the SIM project, focus on chapters 1 and 2, sign on to the SIM project. I've actually set you up with practice simulations in the SIM project. We're in groups of 6 or 7, however I actually get them set up. I haven't done that yet, full disclosure, but that should be set up by Wednesday of this week. And then we'll meet Thursday to talk about that. But I'm going to use your Clarkson username for both your username and password at simforprojects.com. So you should be able to sign on and see your simulation. We'll get to chapter 2 and actually talk about chapter 2 a little bit next weekend when we're together. But I've got some problems for you to take a look at. Take a look at the net present value and payback period stuff, because we're going to focus on that for one of your first assignments related to the SIM project. And I've posted some solutions in there as well. We'll talk a little bit about project classification as well, and do some other things the following weekend related to chapter 4 as well as chapter 2, and get you really launched deep into the SIM project as well. So that's the plan rolling to next weekend. I'll probably mention more about that next week in next week's overview leading into next weekend. So there's some reminders again. We're going to do your SIM decisions are going to be due next Friday night on the 9th. So you do need to spend some time looking at the simulation materials. And we'll talk more about the simulation experiential exercises, the one that are due, I guess the 5th. Let me look at a calendar. Come on, Marshall. Look at a calendar. The 15th, I think. Yeah, 15th. And then, again, something else due the following week. We'll talk about those as well, rolling into this weekend. So everything should be fine there. Just, one last note on your asynchronous lectures. They're hosted at Adobe Connect, so when you're online, it should be no problem. I also have PDF formats that can be downloaded. You do need to use certain browsers are more effective and some aren't. I know Google Chrome does not work at all with these anymore. I'm working on getting MP4s created for these old lectures, but in the meantime, bear with these. They're supplemental from my perspective, and so they're, if you can read the chapter and understand it, I probably do a little deeper dive in some of the content, but we'll talk about those live and through discussion forums as well. So it shouldn't be a big deal. Again, any questions pop up, there's discussion forums, there's my email, there's your fellow classmates, but we'll get all through this together as you dive into what is your first experience in graduate education. So good luck with all this, and we'll see you online and in the classroom soon.